I think we can all agree that the character customization for Starfield is bound to be one of the best that we have seen in quite a bit from a video game. I eagerly await when I will be able to get my hands on my own character and spend hours customizing him to the fullest potential. For today's video, we are going to give an early look on what decisions I will make with my character. At the same time, I will also say that this video can also be a Starfield community video for you all the fans to give me your early ideas on what you want to make with yours. This is a video that will be subject to when the game comes out, meaning that potentially I might make a choice to switch on a certain decision when the game does release. These are simply just early looks on the details that we have gotten so far. I imagine that there are probably a few other things that we don't know yet that haven't been revealed, so I just want to preface that. So as we get into this video, I want to hear your ideas down below in the comments with regards to what you are going to do with your character customization. If you are somebody who is choosing to remain anonymous because you think your decisions might showcase too much of who you are in real life, then that is totally okay. You don't need to give me any of that. Tell me as much as you can without giving anything away. Be sure to like the video if you are also very excited for the character customization, and subscribe. That would be very much appreciated. So the first step in your character creation revolves around a biometric ID, of which there are 40 different options that you can choose from. This is just a basic facial preset. Of course, for me, as someone who's going to make their character look as much like me in real life as possible, I'm going to go with the one that looks the closest to that. So yeah, basically you guys are going to get a look at what I look like if you were somebody who hasn't been around long enough to know that I've actually revealed my face on YouTube, although at this point I've privatized those videos, so I don't know when I'll show my face off again in the future. Of course, like I just said, it will then give you the option to choose your body and your face, and all of that will come with me making my character look as much like I do in real life. I am pretty much the whitest guy there is out there, so not much is really going to change there. I'll add some muscle to my body as well, and all that is pretty straight to the point. The next 2 points in the character creation is where it gets a lot more interesting. First up, we are going into your character's background. Starfield offers players the chance to choose their character's backstory in this creation option. This is where you really build your character, and you can tailor your Starfield experience even further with it. I counted it up, and there are about 16 options with their own unique bonuses, and I have to say each of them sound very interesting and are laid out well enough to where each player can definitely find a part of them in one or more of them. From what I gathered in this article, apparently 10 of these options don't give the bonus information, so I will mainly pick from the other 6 for the time being. Those 6 would be Chef, Combat Medic, Cyber Runner, Cyberneticist, Diplomat, and Explorer. The option that I have chosen to go with is Chef. I really like the bonuses that it comes with. Gastronomy, dueling, and scavenging I think will come a long way. I really like food, so gastronomy is going to come a long way when finding all the ingredients to make some really good meals. I think dueling in a game like this will be very important because for the most part you'll already have guns to use, so I think having an added extra bonus to your hits on the melee side of things will make you pretty equally powerful on all fronts of combat. Then finally, you'll have scavenging, which in a game like this is very predicated on finding resources and using resources for all your needs and wants, and I think this is very vital, so that's probably the biggest bonus out of the 3 that it comes with. The chef's cooking skills boost a few food-related things, boosting your health, knife skills, and unlocks extra food preparation options, which appear to be part of the Starfield crafting and research system. Don't get me wrong, I do like a lot of these other backgrounds, but I think that this one interested me the most. We potentially might learn more of the others if we see it at the Gamescom presentation at the end of the month. Now it is time to get over to the final part of the character, which is the traits. In the traits character creation menu, you'll be able to customize your background even further and add a few interesting twists and turns. I think unlike the backgrounds, you'll be able to choose 3 of these traits from the list we have. There are many different options, of which, like the backgrounds, are 16 of them. The first trait that I would give myself is kid stuff. With this one, your character can visit their parents at their home, but 10% of all the money that you earn is deducted automatically and sent to them. First of all, that sounds really cool, but at the same time I also like this trait because we learned from the developer Q&A that your parents could potentially look like you, and so I think that would be pretty cool to have that, and maybe even weirder the more that I think about it. What is more cool and weird than having your own parents in a video game? I mean, not a lot of video games do that kind of thing, especially as a playable game mechanic aspect. The next trait I'd choose is Terra Firma. Health and endurance are increased when planetside, but decreased when in space. This also can't be combined with the spaced trait, which is the trait that does the exact opposite of this. Personally, I think that when you're on the planet, you are going to need something like this, and in my opinion, it won't matter that much when you're in space. I always usually like to look for some form of a health boost when I'm playing through these kinds of games, so I feel like this one does it the best to my standards. Also, I'm sure if you've read up into these traits already, you'll notice that a lot of them feel the same and read the same, so I did my best to make sure that I chose ones that felt different from each other. This is one that just happens to be similar to another, but does different things. The last trait that I would pick is Alien DNA. It offers a significant boost to your HP pool. You could pair it with the Chef Starfield background, which happens to be the background that I chose, which would make you even tougher, or you could also adopt it with the Combat Medic background, which would offset the trait's downsides. I also think this would go hand in hand with the Terra Firma trait because I already have an HP boost as it is. Also, for those wondering, no, I am not going to pick the trait that gives you a companion who will follow you around and worship you at your feet. I've seen that video of that dude too many times now from the Starfield Direct. I think that would get annoying so fast, but it might make for some good memes and funny content, so if you are somebody who's into that stuff, I applaud you for sticking with that trait if you do choose it. And so with all that in mind, I think that's where the character creation is going to come to an end for me for the time being. I made sure to look up as many articles as I could to get as much information as I needed to help with this early character creation video, so like I said at the beginning, I'm sure this might change in the future when we get more information of the other various parts of this character creation system that we don't know about yet. At the same time, like I mentioned at the beginning, I want this video to not just be for me, but I also want it to be for you guys all to give me your early concepts for what you want your character to be like with what we know so far. You can do that by dropping a comment down below, again, letting me know all the details. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a like and subscribe if you are new here and are looking forward to more Starfield in the future. I hope everyone here has a wonderful rest of their day. I look forward to talking to you all soon when I get back from vacation. This is Orion, signing out.